Must-haves in a retirement home, often overlooked, by the way. I'm Robert, and today we're going to be taking a look at 5 often overlooked features that make a retirement home a better home. And I'm going to show you my home here that I've got, retirement house, and point out some features in here. My wife has gone to play cards today, so I thought I'd show you through my house. Not everything, but the features I'm talking about. Don't tell her, she'd never allow this, so just our secret, right? I'd say I'm no expert, but I was a residential real estate broker for 40 years, 40 plus years. I've been into thousands and thousands of single family homes. When I retired, I started a real estate directory for retirement communities called 55 Plus Directory. And then I moved into a retirement 55 plus community 9 years ago. And I live in this house right behind me. And I've got friends who moved in, and sometimes they were disappointed and sometimes they were very happy. Sometimes they wanted to change houses for certain reasons. So I'm going to cover that with you. So stay with me. I'm going to flip this camera around. I'm going to try to take this in one shot once I start the video, going in the house and get it done. And the landscapers are in the background, but they kind of moved down the street, so let's get this thing done. Okay, I'm back. Here we take a look. This is a ranch home. A ranch home meaning one level living, which is very nice. A lot of people move into a retirement home when they retire because of this one factor. The other thing is windows to the front. People tell me they really would like windows to the front of the house where they can see out, see who's in the driveway. Not necessarily in the front or the back, but let's just go ahead and go in. One take, all it takes, huh? We'll see. We will see. Hey there. One thing you may want to look for is office. Sometimes I see little counter space in the kitchen and they say, hey, this is an office. That's not an office. This is an office. This is my wife's office. I have an office in the 3rd bedroom, the spare bedroom. So make sure you have office space. You have a stepless ranch. That's a couple of things. The doorknobs, they're levered. So, you can just reach out and open without turning the handle. They say once you get arthritis, that's a very important thing to have. And that brings us to our second thing is safety and accessibility, I should say. The laundry's on the main level. I'm not going to show you that to you, but it's right through there. There's my track medal room with all my race walking medals. Cabinets are higher in a house like this, 55 plus community. Have high countertops, have high cabinets, easier to get to. And they have pull-out drawers. I don't even know if I can show you this, but let's see if I can try that. Yeah, you have pull-out drawers, pots and pans all the way down. So we have those built in, And so rather than cabinets hard to get to, kind of pull out is a good thing to do. Safety features in the bathroom would be high commodes, grab bars, stepless walk-in showers, that sort of thing. So, windows, let's cover that. Windows in a house. I'm not going to take you in the bedrooms, but I'm just going to show you the master bedroom. It's got plenty of windows to look out the back. And here, so one of the features you want to look for in a retirement home is plenty of windows. I told about a friend who really is disappointed in his house because he can't see out the front at all. And one good thing we have here is we have plenty of windows. And that's a very nice feature. I didn't even cut the lights on. I didn't prepare very well. This is the table I do some filming for. When I film inside, I usually have it centered there. It's just simply a card table, but that works really well. The next feature is a sunroom. Now, see, this is part of the house. This makes a big difference. That's part of the house. If you come in the house, you can see all the way across the back, and you got that nice sunroom there. And the reason I say that is a lot of people get a screen porch, and they end up adding windows. And they have to add a separate air conditioner heater on the wall in their sunroom. Or they have windows, but it's not really part of the house. It was kind of an add-on feature. And it's always cold and, concrete floors and that sort of thing. This is part of the house, but this sunroom, we really enjoy this. Now, a lot of times you have people over and they want to go hang out in the kitchen, right? They don't want to come back here. You have to lead them back here to enjoy the sunroom. But we've had some big groups of 12, 13, 14 people here. But we like this. Even if we don't use it, it's just a visual thing that, you just get to see that out the back all the way across. And that's a very nice feature, I would say. I think many people that have a sunroom, they end up here finishing them off. And you can save a lot of expense and pain in doing that by including that. The last thing I'm going to mention, some of our travel pictures there, we'll put it on the wall, is out here in the yard. You've seen me film out here before. And having a nice yard in retirement is a pleasure. It's kind of like your little resort back here, when the landscapers are not here at least. And I would put that high on your list, is get a nice yard, because you're going to be gardening some. I've really enjoyed I had all these plants planted. I took a picture of the backyard and I went to the landscaper, and they were great. They gave me plants for each one of these design. It was absolutely free. They didn't even charge a design fee. And I'll just show you, this is a paper bush plant. This is a sort of Florida sunshine plant. This is a gold leaf acuba. And up here we got their brothers and sisters. And this one's got to be like taller than I am. Amazing. The other thing you want to get is a patio or deck that you can come out and soak up life, I'll say, nature, listen to the birds. And it's good for entertaining. We've had Oktoberfest over here every year for about 3 or 4 years. People love it. More ferns here, you can see. There we go, the fern. Ferns down here. And everything's looking good. Anyway, we got a couple of tables out here. We bought them from Costco. We got this nice umbrella there. It's got lights underneath it. Gardening is something you will do. And even if you're not a gardener during your work time, you learn to love plants and nature. And coming out and watering these will come out every year. These are black-eyed Susans. They just started blooming just this week. And they come back every single year. Perennials, I guess you would call them. They're just starting to come out. So we love those. Pretty soon, there will be yellow finches coming out here and eat the seeds. And we're sitting right in our living room, right inside the door there, and can take the whole show in. So a gas grill or a grill is something you need in retirement on your deck or patio. I love to cook outside, not inside at all, but just outside. My wife, of course, helps prepare everything. And that's a good pastime in retirement, is grilling out. Like I said, gardening. Last year, we had these tomato plants. We had cherry tomatoes, and they grew up to the top of that house up there, if you can believe it. So I bought those trellises. Gardening, look at the knockout roses, hear the birds. Anyway, this is what I would say. Get a deck, get a patio or a deck that you like, and enjoy the outdoors. And that's a kind of a hidden feature. You kind of think about it when you work and you enjoy it, I'm sure, but especially when you're retired, you're going to spend a lot of time at home. You're going to spend a lot of time out here. What features do you want in a home, your retirement home? You know, have you thought about it? Does any of these that I mentioned today, the safety and accessibility, no steps, you know, the walk-in showers, the laundry on the main level, the home office. What about windows? That's something people don't really realize. See all the windows in the house? My gosh, they're all over the place, right? Yeah, I'm looking, there's, I don't know how many, I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus the door. Wow. So get a lot of light. Light's good for your health. Light's good to maintain a positive attitude. It's good to put on the show with the yellow finches playing in a black-eyed Susans. It's just a nice feature that you may not think about. The yard, the gardening and watering and planting and even weeding could be a good pastime. Plus, you know what? I get one of these chairs and I just sit right here. It's my favorite. I got that little table there, put a nice drink on there. Listen, right? That's what it's about, right there. Thanks so much for following me on my channel. I appreciate it, all the comments and everything. I really enjoy doing this, and I hope you'll give me a follow. And please give me a comment what you think about these features or other features you may have in mind in your retirement home. Guess what? I made this in one take. Robin Mariner is going to be pleased with me. I did this in one take, didn't even stop except the introduction. So again, thanks for watching, and we will catch you later.